no. That won't do. That won't do at all, Mary.
Ma'am?
Well, I mean, flowers are supposed to enhance the decor. They're not supposed to dominate it. Here, please put it here. Right there. Yes, that's much better, thank you.
What time shall I serve the hors d'oeuvres?
Well, I'll ring for them. That'll be all, Mary. Don't hover, you're dismissed. Oh, if you want something done right, you always have to go and do... Right here, darling.
Ah, here you are.
Oh.
Ooh,
Hi,
you
good
look
evening.
good enough to ravish. Yes, yes, yes. How do you feel?
I thought you'd never ask.
Well, first time today.
First time in half an hour.
You're not going to wean me off of worrying about you.
Well, darling, I wish you would, because I do feel wonderful.
A dinner with Edmund and Maria won't be too much?
I am thrilled that you suggested it. Really, I am. I mean, anything to restore harmony to our happy home.
Well, I appreciate your effort.
Well, then wait till you see the menu. Olive branch vinaigrette, breast of crow, and humble pie a la mode. I will have second.
Oh, I just want you to enjoy yourself, and if you find yourself getting tired, just let me know.
Darling, it's not even the shank of the evening. I am good for hours and hours.
I really wish you had asked me before accepting.
I checked the calendar. We were free.
But did you check what's on for tomorrow?
Didn't have to. We have an appointment with Dr. Kadami.
We've got 6 viable pre-embryos ready for implantation.
I know. That's one more than last
Honey,
time.
it's going to be a very long day, and I want to be rested.
Well, you know, if we achieve détente at this dinner tonight, we will all rest easier.
Well, I just don't feel up to playing kissy face with Erica, you know, over cocktails and canopies.
It'll relax you.
Like nails on a chalkboard.
Listen, Erica can charm the birds out of the trees when she really wants to.
Great, then she can have dinner with her feathered friends, and I will go have dinner up in the room.
Canceling's not going to alleviate the tension any.
Honey, I can be cool as a cucumber if I just relax in a bathtub and do the crossword puzzle.
Tomorrow night, I will carry you upstairs. I will anoint your bath. I will give you a massage. And I will feed you. I will hand feed you with a silver spoon. Now, come on, we agreed to accept this crazy co-op agreement for a few more weeks. Where is it written that family can't be friends?
It's gonna take a lot more than a 4-course meal to end up forging some sisterly friendship with Erica.
It's a start. So what do you say? We on for dinner?
Tomorrow after you do my feet, I want a pedicure too.
You got it.
Okay.
It's your word against mine.
Yes, sirree, one lucky son of a she-mongrel.
Well, Opal would never believe that I slept with Janet Green.
What?
I said you'd never believe that I slept.
With Janet Green?
Well, of course not. It's a bald-faced lie cooked up by this piece of slime.
Why would anybody tell such a horrific, hurtful whopper?
Because he wants to cause trouble. He's trying to break us up so he can make his play with you.
Is that true?
Of course, why are you asking that blackguard?
Did you lie, Seabone? Are you trying to cause a rift between me and my husband?
I'm sorry, Opal. Because it's true. Sneaky Pete slept with Janet Green. Opal, I didn't know that you were still here.
My ears are on fire.
I didn't want you to find out, at least not that way.
He planned this.
I came here to give notice and have one final showdown with Pete.
He trapped me like a rat.
I wouldn't have started anything except Harge said that you were gone for the day.
Well, I was on my way home to Petey. Beatrice had a meeting, but then I forgot something. I forget what now.
See what you've done to the poor woman? Aren't you ashamed?
Ask yourself that.
This was a setup. He saw that you were to come back, so he dashed into the office, spewed out all this garbage about Janet and me, just in time for you to overhear it.
She heard the truth. You cheated on your right, and you did the dirty deed right here in this office.
Low-down, lying snake.
Do you have any proof to back up what you're saying?
I heard Pete and Janet in this office. Janet was putting the screws to Loverboy. She threatened to spill the beans about their affair to you if you didn't come up with the big bucks.
She was blackmailing me, but there was no affair.
Affair, one-night stand, what's the difference? You cheated on the sweetest woman that God ever gave life to.
I cheated on my taxes, not on Opal. Janet threatened to take me to the IRS.
Well, Uncle Sam's name never came up. It was just you and mean Mrs. Green under the cluck-cluck blanket.
All right.
And you were not balancing the books.
You've gone too far this time. Now, you get on
found a
me.
gold charm in this couch cushion. And you said that it belonged to the cleaning lady.
Well, who else could it belong to?
Well, that's simple enough to find out, isn't it? Because I got the charm right here, and it's gone. And you took it.
Must have fallen out of your pocket.
You moved in for one final smooch, and you palmed that charm out of my pocket. Here, I thought you were being amorous.
I'll help you find it.
No, how are you going to help me find it? It belonged to Janet Green.
So if it did belong to Janet Green, she worked here. It could have fallen out of her pocket any time, any place.
Yeah, well, she didn't lose it any time, any place, did she? She lost it right here, on this couch, the night you spent with her. Scared you enough to steal that charm back and then lie about it. Now that is the truth, isn't it, Palmer? Admit it. You did. You slept with Janet Green, didn't you, Palmer? Didn't you?
All right. I slept with Janet Green once, but just once. And I regret it with every fiber in my body. As long as we're being honest, you push me to do it.
Brooke, just me.
Oh, hi, come in.
I hope you brought a shovel.
Well, it's good news, I hope. I saw you, Laura.
Who are you?
The rest stop, remember? Off the highway? I helped you back here. You promised you'd give me cash, so come on, give.
Oh. How much is that?
20. If it's real.
It's real. I've got money. Lots of it.
Yeah, you and your buried treasure. You a pirate, lady?
I'll tell you what. I'll double your money if you do me another favor.
Do it yourself.
I can't. I'm too weak. I've been sick.
Sick on the sauce. That's not my problem.
I'm not a drunk. have a terrible headache, though. I just need some aspirin and some water and food. The bread, peanut butter, you know, stuff you could leave out. I think there's a mini mart at the gas station. Could you just go back there for me?
Look, $20 will get me a burger and a ticket out of here. Look, the sooner the better.
Thanks for bringing me back. You're a good person. I hope that things work out better for you than they did for me.
Now, before Edmund and Maria join us, I want to ask you a question.
Okay, but don't frown. It makes wrinkles.
I know, and I know you have your heart set on doing your show next week.
Oh, darling, where do you see the guests I'm going to have?
Are you sure that you'll be up to it?
Absolutely.
Well, you know what happened when you tried to do the show last week?
Darling, I was upset. I mean, some idiot ran an unedited version of the fashion show for cancer research, and I mean, all of America, coast to coast, saw me fall flat on my back.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be a good idea to hire a guest host for a week or two, tops?
Would you throw a dog who was starving a rubber bone?
No. Tad, then.
Tad, then. I mean, bad puns and paper dolls are not exactly the cutting edge.
Yeah, well, I'm not suggesting anyone could take your place.
Well, then could we please drop the subject, darling, really? Because I'm feeling wonderful. I'm following Dr. Picardi's instructions to the letter. I'm taking my medication as prescribed, and I mean, I'm getting plenty of rest.
I know, I just don't want work to jeopardize your health.
Work, darling, work is my salvation. And besides, idle hands are the playground of the devil. Keep me around home too long, and I just might get in a lot of trouble. You know, all hell might break loose.
Mm. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Anyway, I do have a project that will keep me very close to home.
Now, that I want to hear all about.
Okay. Well, you know the red room upstairs, the one with the beautiful bay window that overlooks the gorgeous rose garden?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would like to turn that into my private office. Would that be all right with you?
Well, darling, when it comes to making you happy, you have the run of the house.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that you want to go through with this procedure tomorrow.
Yes,
Really?
I'm 100% committed if you are.
Okay, because we could really be setting ourselves up for another big disappointment.
If we don't succeed, we will try again, if that's what you want.
You know what I want? I want to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and walk into our nursery and watch our baby all curled up in his crib, sleeping. And I want a big overstuffed chair by a big bay window where I can rock the baby to sleep and nurse him. And I want one wall painted with a child's menagerie. And I want the ceiling painted with the moon and the stars.
You suppose there is such a place, Toto?
Yeah, I think with a little work and some paint, it's the red room. The one that has the really incredible view of the garden. It gets the sun in the morning, it gets the afternoon shade. I think it's the ideal place to have the baby's nursery.
Tell you what. As soon as we find out that we're pregnant, I will call the builders and the decorators, and we'll start working on building that beautiful nursery.
All my children.
Isn't it? The four of us finding time in our busy schedules for a leisurely evening at home.
Well, will Julia be joining us?
She has an orientation at the hospital.
And Anton's pulling a double shift.
Oh, well, soon we'll have 2 doctors and a nurse on permanent house call. So thrilling.
So
No,
go ahead.
You go ahead.
No. Age before wisdom.
Well, brawn before brains.
Well, what do you know? I forgot what I was going to say.
Maria, that's a stunning dress.
Thank you. Thanks. Edmund bought it for me.
Oh, I think it's so sweet when men buy women's clothes.
I don't wear them. I just give them away.
What's the occasion?
Well, tomorrow, Edmund and I are trying our second in vitro.
Oh, my goodness, you must be a nervous wreck.
Well, a little anxious, yeah.
Is it horribly uncomfortable?
Talking about it?
I break out in a rash.
No, I mean the, procedure.
Well, it definitely isn't the most fun I've ever had. But if a baby is the end result,
Oh, of course. I know exactly what you mean. I mean, when I think of when I was pregnant with Bianca, I mean, I suffered preeclampsia and I almost died, but when I woke up and I saw this precious little bundle all snuggled up next to me, I mean, it was just the most wonderful feeling in the world. Well, indescribable unless you've experienced it.
enough about me, anyway. How are you? How are you feeling? How's your back?
Darling, would you remind me to have some cards printed up with, I'm fine.
You look marvelous.
I'm glad you're feeling better. I heard that you had to leave your show midair.
Well, that had nothing to do with my back.
Did you hear that Erica's show won the ratings for its time period?
First time out?
Mm-hmm.
That's something. Isn't that something, honey?
That's something, all right.
You are telling me that I am to blame for you sleeping with the she-devil.
That's low even for you, Pete.
You're more to blame than she is. Now go on, get out.
You stay put. I may need a witness or somebody to hold me back. Now, you explain to me exactly how it is that I pushed you to promiscuity.
Well, it was just a chain of events. One thing led to another, and it started with the fight we had.
Which fight?
About him. I wanted to shoot him. Given my soul for one good, clean shot.
What, that night at home in the library?
And you had Tad remove my entire gun collection. I was humiliated. You inferred that I needed to fall back on pistol power to make up for certain inadequacies. Well, I was humiliated. So I came here just to think for a while.
When along comes Janet Green with her bag of tricks.
I wouldn't have looked at that piranha twice if you hadn't made me feel something less than a man.
The word you're looking for, Pete, is puny.
A wounded macho pride is no excuse for sleeping with a spider woman. A real man would take responsibility for his actions.
Janet Green, alias Jane Cox, have plied me with liquor, bed, and blackmail. That was her game. I was a victim. I was her pawn. Well, Opal, say something. Huh? Just say you understand. Sleeping with Janet Green was the last thing I would do.
Then why did you do it, Palmer? How did she get you into her web close enough to sink her fangs into you?
Told you I was drunk.
Oh, don't give me any more liquored up alibis. I want the truth. I want to know exactly what happened with Janet Palmer. I want to hear every single sordid, stomach-turning detail.
Oh, look at this.
Well, Laura came into the shop, and I caught her with her hand in the till. And, of course, she ran, but I got a good look at her face before she got out.
You're sure that it was Laura?
Well, I wasn't sure at first, and then I saw her picture in the paper.
Did you go after her?
Well, I started to call the police, and then I thought to myself, look, that kid needs a friend more than she needs a slap on the wrist. So that's what I told the guard when he brought her back.
The guard?
Yeah, you know, the mall security fella. Anyway, he found her with her fistful of money, and, well, I guess I said that was her change and she was a customer.
Did you talk to her?
Yeah, I did. Mostly about Nellie. But I tried to sell her on the idea of coming back to Pine Valley, giving it a second chance, giving you a second chance, but she would not buy it. I mean, she just bolted before I could stop her.
She's gone again.
Well, I told her there were people here, good people like yourself, who would help her, but, you know, I think she's scared of ending up in the pokey. Anyway, she told me in her own special way to stuff it.
Myrtle, do you have any idea where she might be headed?
Honey, you don't leave a forward an address when you think there's no place to go to.
Are you okay?
Yeah. My head's spinning. I'm trying to get up.
Well, hey, here, you better grab onto me, okay?
My legs are like rubber.
You know, you could fall and conk your head on a rock and bleed to death.
I feel sick enough to keel over and die right here.
Hey, you're not gonna die, okay? You've just got some flu or something. You don't die from a stupid bug.
What kind of bug is this? I mean, everything hurts. My head hurts and my body hurts. My skin hurts, everything. One minute I'm burning up and the next minute I'm freezing.
Hey, stop talking, okay? You need to save your energy.
What are you, some kind of angel or something?
Yeah, right. Yeah, see my wings? First chance I get, I'm gonna fly out of here.
No, I don't want to be alone. I need medicine. I need someone to help me. Can't you stay? Can't you stay and take care of me? I'll make it worth your while.
Yeah? How much?
50 bucks a day. And I'll guarantee you $500. 500, okay? Is it a deal?
You want me to tell you how Janet finessed me into going to bed with her?
Yeah. What time was it when you got here?
Late. It was 11 or 12.
Who was here first?
Janet.
What was she wearing?
I haven't the foggiest.
What, a cocktail dress, business attire, a shorts, tank top?
It was a dress.
How soon before it got peeled off?
Opal.
Who made the first move?
Opal. No one. It just happened.
The pot doesn't boil till the stove is lit, Palmer. Who struck the match?
Listen, do we have to discuss this in front of this
I want to
snake?
know when business turned into pleasure. Was Janet the seducer or the seducee?
She came on to me.
What exactly was Miss Green's style? Did she cuddle up and nibble your earlobe, whisper sweet nothings?
She was wearing an exotic perfume.
Oh. Perfume, what? Jungle passion, temptation, your sin?
It was called libido. Now, do we really have to discuss this? Janet was an unpremeditated, unnecessary one-night stand. It meant nothing, absolutely less than nothing.
You don't know what nothing is, mister. But boy, are you in for a big surprise. Would you be so kind as to give a lady in distress a ride home?
I'll take you.
Happy to oblige.
Opal, we haven't finished talking. What did you mean by surprise?
Thank you, Mary.
Oh, no, Mary. No, thank you. Those things go right to my hips.
I can't imagine you ever gaining an ounce.
Well, that's because you didn't see me when I was pregnant. I mean, it took me 3 weeks to lose the 15 pounds that I packed on. 3 weeks. I was as big as this house.
Speaking of this house, Edmund, have you considered the request from the Ladies Auxiliary League?
Well, it's actually still in the mulling stage.
What are you mulling?
Well, each year the LAL decides that it wants to ask one of the fine old Pine Valley families if they can donate their big home for a public tour.
And all the proceeds going to charity, of course.
And they asked Wildwind to kick off the '95 season.
Oh, what a great idea. That's wonderful. Sort of like when you tour those fabulous country houses in England.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. I bet you Wildman will raise tons of money for charity.
Look, I would do anything for charity. I think that I have already proven that. But to have a bunch of tourists traipsing through our lovely home, a bunch of total strangers asking to use the facilities and hoping to steal a glimpse of the legendary mistress of the house, no, thank you. I mean, I would feel like the beach at Normandy. Totally trampled and invaded.
You know, the tours, they're strictly monitored, you know. Nobody goes off the beaten path. Your inner sanctum would be declared off limits.
No, I'm sorry. The Ladies Auxiliary League may not have Wildwind for their '95 season. Well, unless they would like to preview our little remodeling.
Remodeling?
Yes, you know the beautiful red room upstairs, the one with the gorgeous bay window that overlooks the rose garden?
It's one of my favorite rooms.
Mine too. Mine too. And that's why I decided to turn that room into my private office.
You've handed your hands. I've given her my hands. She will not take them. I don't know what else we can do.
I keep asking myself that, too.
Well, honey, think of the Lauras out there. Think of the ones that you've reached. Think of the ones that you've helped to get home. You got to be proud of that. You've got to be proud of yourself. Oh, before I go, Corvina's gone back to Hungary, and I'm going to need a new part-time seamstress.
Oh, sure. I'll keep my eyes out and let you know
Listen,
if I find anything.
I had an idea. I think maybe one of your guests here would make an ideal employee for moi. Think about it.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Charlie. Yeah, it's Brooke. Okay. Listen, do you have some time for me? Well, I have a case for you. Could you meet me here at the shelter?
$50 a day. 500 in my pocket.
You cash in your bus ticket and get first-class airfare to any place.
What do I have to do for it?
Just stock supplies and keep me company.
Hey, I ain't no nurse, okay?
No, wait. It's good money. It's good pay.
You keep talking about all this cash you got stashed somewhere. How do I know you're on the level?
You don't. You just have to trust me.
Well, it's good you drove. Ride back is just a big fuzzy blur.
Well, I really hated to have to tell you about Palmer's roving, Opal. I'd rather lop off my arm than hurt you.
Oh, you kidding? You did me a favor. Opened my eyes. There's none so blind.
Can we get you a cup of tea? How about a drink?
You know, life with Palmer has never been a nice stroll on the boardwalk. I mean, we always fought like two cats in a sack, but I never really thought he'd cheat on me.
Well, I was pretty rough on old Pete back there. Not really one to judge him, me being something of a rover myself.
Did you ever sleep with a killer? Janet Green. How could he sink so low?
Pete claims he didn't know it was Janet.
Oh, that's beside the point. He was just hell-bent on getting back at me for hitting him below the belt. Well, he got back at me, all right. He got back at me good.
I really hate to leave when you're so down and out, but You probably want to be alone with your sorrow.
Mommy, I don't like it. Oh, that's my little Petey. Mommy's coming, honey. Would you still be here when I get back down?
I'll stay if you want me to, Opal.
You're a good man.
You didn't see the red room, did you? The one upstairs?
Yes, I did. There's room for my desk and a fax machine and my treadmill.
Have you checked out the north wing? Because there is a room right next to the ballroom. Be great for a workspace.
No, the red room is so much brighter. It's so much cheerier.
Is there a problem with Erica taking over that room?
Well, I'm afraid that that room has already been reserved for somebody else.
Reserved? For whom?
Well, I don't really know his name yet. I don't even know when he's coming. As a matter of fact, he could be a she.
Is this another Santos? I mean, I don't understand.
Maria and I have already reserved that room for the nursery of the future baby Gray.
A nursery?
Well, I just think that it has the perfect amount of space for a crib and a changing table and a big play area.
A nursery? I just can't even imagine it.
Well, it's the logical choice. It's the room right next to ours.
No, the blue room is next to yours, too, on the other side, and that would be perfectly adequate.
It has that big oak tree that blocks all the sun.
The baby should stay out of the sun. Babies need sleep.
I'm a doctor. I know what babies need.
Of course you do, dear. I didn't mean to insult you.
You know what? I don't want to get in a battle with you, Erica, over this. So if you want the red room for your office, you take the red room.
Oh, come on. I couldn't possibly take it. Now, could I? Not when I know it would cause all these bad feelings.
Why don't we table this discussion for now?
Great idea.
Fine with me. Look, Edmund, I know that technically Wildwind belongs to you, and of course, Maria has first choice. And I really should have come to you and asked permission if I could turn that red room into my own private office. I know that. And so I'm sorry. And in the future, I promise that I will never be so presumptuous again.
So this is her picture, and the last time she was seen was at the boutique.
Myrtle have any idea where the girl is headed?
She's from New York originally, but I mean, you know, where she's going, it's anybody's guess.
This isn't a lot to go on. No last name. She's underage, so she's got no record at the DMV. I doubt she has credit cards.
But she'll try, right? I really want to find this girl.
Brooke, this girl dissed you in front of the whole town. Why is she so important to you?
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I don't even know her. It's just that ever since I met her, I can't get her out of my mind. It's sort of like finding something that you never knew that you lost. Like that. It's hard to explain. Anyway, I just want to find her, and I just want to make sure that she's okay.
I'll give it my best shot.
All right, thank you, Charlie. You know, I know that it's probably hopeless.
I'll keep in touch.
Cash up front, or I'm out of here.
Trust is a two-way street.
It's a dead end. It's an open invite to get ripped off or your skull bashed in.
Look, you gotta trust people. I don't know you any more than you know me.
So?
So here I am. I'm lying here weak as a kitten. And you want me to tell you where my life savings is hidden. You could just get it and hit me over the head with a crowbar, take my money and run.
Well, I don't have a crowbar. I travel light.
Did I say crowbar? I didn't mean... I meant a branch or a flashlight.
Look, I'm not gonna rip you off. I just want to see the money. I don't do charity.
I already caught you frisking me.
Fine. It's your funeral.
Wait, I'll pay you every day. How's that? At the end of the day. That's fair, isn't it?
I guess. Okay, you got yourself a deal.
Okay. You got a job. What do I call you? What's your name?
Why?
Well, I can't just say, hey, you.
My name's Laura.
Hi, Laura. I'm Janet. I think we're gonna do just fine.
Opal? Opal!
Opal's upstairs.
What the devil are you doing in my house? Go on, get out.
The lady of the house asked me to stay.
If you value your life, you'll get out of here right now, or I'll...
You'll what? You'll whip out your 6-shooter and pump me full of lead? Oh, that's right. Opal doesn't let you play with guns anymore, does she, Pete?
You've always been a thorn in my side as long back as I can remember. You ruined my sister Bessie's life, and you've made a misery out of Dixie's. If there's any justice in the world, you are going to go straight to hell, but you are not going to take Opal down with you. Now get out before I throw you out.
Sebo ain't going anywhere. You are.
Dinner should almost be ready.
I'm starved.
Me too.
You know, I asked Peggy to make some manicotti because I hear it's Erica's favorite.
I'm not hungry.
They're serving the marzipan biscotti from Redmond's in New York. Maria raved about it the last time we were there.
I really couldn't eat a thing right now.
Honey, you got to keep your strength up. You got a big day tomorrow.
Yeah, Erica, you have to keep your strength up too.
If no one objects, I would like to have a word with Erica in private.
We have some things to settle.
What are you talking about? I'm not going anywhere.
That's what you think. I want you out of here, and now.
Opal, be reasonable.
Oh, be reasonable? Fine, I'll show you reasonable. Here's for all the lies you told, and here's for all the dirt you did me, and here's for all the cheating, and here's for the stupid, gullible Opal who thought that her love bug loved her more than life itself.
I did.
Oh, yeah, well, if you loved me so much, you wouldn't have done what you did with Janet Green, no matter how mad at me you were, no matter how much you were hurt. You would have stayed true to your wife and your family.
I love you. I love Petey. I can't...
Don't you even bring Petey into this. There's a little boy up there who thinks that the sun rises and sets on his daddy. So how am I going to explain to him that the sun doesn't shine here anymore? We're in an eclipse, Palmer. A total eclipse. So you better just make tracks. Just get out of here. I don't want to see your face. Can't even look at you without feeling sick.
I'm not leaving.
You go now, or I will call the police, and I will make such a squawk the whole town will hear it. That won't be very good for business.
I don't give a
Palmer.
damn about business.
Oh, well, you better start giving a damn, because that's all you got left. You killed us, Palmer. You took a butcher knife, and you just hacked us all to pieces. And there's nothing that you can do to fix it or put it back together now. You might just as well go.